right. Welcome back to the second episode of Chronically Online. My name is Swallow. We in this motherfucker. This is the podcast by adults for adults. And I am not going to swear within the first minute or so here. Now all I'm thinking about is swear words. Dang it. I'm going to go ahead and introduce. Tonight we have a little bit of a smaller cast.
We got a smaller cast, but it'll be a blast.
Ooh. See, all I can think of is S, and I can't curse right now, so I'm so glad you did that, Lilac. I'm gonna cut that in perfectly.
I believe in you.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll introduce my amazing host for tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bunny.
Oh, I heard something else. I'm eating spaghetti right now. How are you?
It's philosophical, and I like that. I fuck with that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Lilac, how you been? What you up to? Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Lilac. I have been good. I've just been reading and chilling, studying for this week's topic, which, oh my god, there is so much to talk about.
You hear that? We have a lovely guest with us tonight, a reoccurring guest, if I may. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Chrysalis. I run a YouTube channel with Swillow.
That's me.
I've recently gotten back into an addiction of a website again, so that's what's going on with me.
Is it TikTok?
No, it's called PokeFarm, and it's like a Pokemon game where you like hatch Pokemon eggs.
Nerd alert.
And like you get different. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
No, I love Pokemon. I thought I had a Pokemon tattoo. I had plans to get one.
Honestly, same. But it's like not an official Pokemon website. It's like a fan made thing, and there's like not just the shiny Pokemon. You also have like albino Pokemon and melanistic Pokemon. So you get like 3 different variants, and they put out Fakemon that you can get, and you like hatch, and there's contests, and it's so fun.
What is that?
That sounds rad.
Okay.
It's actually really fun.
And I am the motherfucking host with the most. Motherfucking Solo. I think we're past a minute, so I can be motherfucking cursing on Solo. Check out my Spotify. Got new songs. I make music. I'm from Florida. Chrysalis is my sister. We got a YouTube channel called Cats Called Chaos. We game. We go crazy. Check it out. We're gay. Well, she's gay. I'm 20%
Partially.
on a Tuesday, but it's Friday. So, we're good on it.
I'm like a good... Wait, I'm not good at math. I can't split it up right. I'm like a good 70-40.
20, any percentage of gay is still gay.
74.
Wait, so probably the only straight person in this call.
Who?
You.
Nah.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
I think Sunny's actually the gayest.
Damn. You straight call.
I think I might be the straightest here.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm super straight. All right, anyways. Rise up.
Oh god,
no,
don't say
stop.
that. Super straight is a weird term on Twitter.
Bro, I don't have
It's a
Twitter.
weird term everywhere.
See, like, that's the crazy thing. That's the one social media I never have, which is Twitter. And apparently it's gotten... Actually, I take that back. I signed up for Twitter in 2012 to send Tom Hanks a DM telling him how much I loved him, and he never responded to it. And then I got off Twitter.
As you do.
I'm not gonna lie, before the whole Elon thing, Twitter was pretty interesting. Now it's just a cesspool. Mom and I used to actually get like a lot of our breaking news from Twitter, because you used to be able to follow very specific sources.
That's what I thought it was, yeah.
And anytime anything happened, we would know immediately. Like when Russia invaded Ukraine, we knew before the fucking bombs started at the border.
Oh.
Ironically, now TikTok has taken over. Too many T names. TikTok has taken over for that role of instant knowledge.
Speaking of news, have y'all heard about the social security number leaks?
I have,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't know enough about the topic to feel like I can give an educated opinion.
Granted, most opinions you're going to hear online are probably not informed. How do we feel about it as of right now? I actually didn't watch the TikTok, the original TikTok, because I saw it and scrolled because I immediately thought fear mongering. I'm not going to get that in my brain. But then I started seeing follow-up TikToks about the original one that the comments, people were like, yeah, I saw that there was a bank taken out in my name and shit. So like, I think people are actually getting affected by it.
Damn. If anyone wants to try and open up a credit card with my shitty credit, like, good
That's
luck.
nice.
Yeah, honestly, that's one of those things, like, it doesn't really affect me because my credit's already so bad that it's like, what are you gonna do?
Right?
Really? What are you gonna do?
Shout out, everybody. Go check out Chrysalis's TikTok. Commission her.
Please don't commission me. I don't have the time, motivation, or energy to do any commissions.
She'll draw you big
I haven't
booty
even
elves.
finished one for you.
Hey,
I
yo.
actually cannot draw big booties.
Yeah.
I can't.
She will draw you a big booty for $50 Cash App.
Big booby.
And big boobies for a $10 upcharge.
This is all lies.
It's facts. Look, I'm her
individual.
marketing manager.
Yeah, it starts off as a B
I-
cup. Each additional cup after that is an extra 5.
Yep. Yep. You heard it, everybody.
I can't even draw boobs. What are you talking about?
Well, to introduce the topic of the episode, tonight we're going to be talking about toxic influencers. We got the tea.
I want to do just a basic disclaimer here. Everything that we're saying is allegedly and also
Yep.
our own opinion.
Yep. It might not even be our own
Good.
opinion. It might be a ghostwriter, just in case we got to have a fallback on that. It's their
Yeah.
fault, not ours.
But Ghostwriter's my cat.
And Sunny.
What? Okay, yeah. Blame it all on me.
Yeah. If anybody says anything out of pocket, it's all Sunny's fault. Blame him.
Oh no.
Cancel Sunny
Yeah.
first.
Please.
And then we'll give him a redemption arc.
Yes.
He's a real second coming.
What?
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh, is that
Silence.
Momo, everybody? We didn't expect to have Momo tonight, but I think Momo just arrived live on the podcast. Is that you, Momo?
The old mute button. Thank you. Hello, guys. I am here.
Hey, welcome to the podcast, Momo.
Thanks. Can you hear me okay-ish?
Yep, we can
Good.
hear you good.
I don't think I've ever
Awesome.
said this before, but you have a really pretty voice, Momo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Facts.
I left a job and I feel like it's pure hell right now. I thought my voice sounded like pure shit. Excuse my language.
I put that shit
But
on
yeah.
butter. Shit. I mean, bread. I mean, sorry.
Butter bread. I gotcha.
So flustered she can't even flirt right.
Look, she got me stumbling, fumbling.
Tumbling.
She got me.
Crumbling.
How's everyone tonight?
It's going good. We were just about to introduce the topic of the podcast tonight, which is toxic influencers.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah. But before we get to that, now that Momo has joined us, has arrived, has blessed us with her presence, how you doing, Momo? Go ahead, do a little introduction. I know the viewers already know you, but like share for the new ones.
Hello, my name is Momo. I am glad to be off of work. Everyone was so annoying. And I just wanted to get a shot in before we get started.
We haven't even done our cheers.
Right. I'll go ahead. Let me go grab
Oh,
a.
good. Thank goodness. I made it just on time.
Yeah. My mom told me a story that back in like 2001, she had just gotten the very first like big blocky computer and had set it down on the ground in the living room. And she had walked to the kitchen, and by the time she got back, I had done something to the computer where it would not turn on ever again. I literally blue screened the computer to
Oh,
death. And I was
Jeez.
a little baby. I was 1 year old. So I don't know what the fuck I did, but I destroyed that computer.
Not gonna lie, you destroyed a lot of computers.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Because if I think I know what you're talking about, I got set up, bro. I got fucking set up, bro. So we had a family computer, so you know what kids be doing on that. And guess
Yeah.
what? One night, I walk out of my room. I'm thirsty. I gotta go to the bathroom or something. And I see my brother on the computer late at night. I'm just like, okay, cool. On the computer, cool. I walk back in my room.
No.
The next day, mom's freaking out. Who broke the computer? Who broke the computer?
Oh no!
And guess who said it was me? Guess who? This fucking...
Everybody blamed you for that. Every single person.
It was literally him. And I saw this fucker on the computer the night before. The fucking white screen from the blocky ass computer illuminating his motherfucking shadow across the room. I saw him with my own eyes and he knew I saw him. That's why he said it was me. Because he knew it was like a fucking game of Among Us. He knew I saw him kill a motherfucker. So he had to set me up immediately before I could say anything. I'm mad.
He probably also knew that if, your parents found out that he was the one who broke it, they'd start questioning him about what he did, how he broke it, like...
Oh, no, that's the thing. Everybody was like, oh, it was porn. We all know it was porn that broke the computer. They just said I did it.
No!
Me, youngest kid. And you know why? You know why? It's because I had an incident when I was younger on my dad's computer. All right. I asked him if I could play Disney Channel games. There's a Hannah Montana game that I really liked on there, right?
I remember it, yeah. And they also had a Cody and Back
Yeah.
and Cody.
Yeah. Great games. Great Flash player games. Well, I'm a little kid, so, it got weird, right? My dad comes in. I slam the computer shut. And I'm hoping to God that everything goes away because I don't know how computers work. And he walks over and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm playing games. Like, oh, what you playing? Let me see. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You want it back? And I just gave him it back. An hour later, he walks in. He's like, we got to talk. Bro, he caught me watching... I don't even know if I can say it. I don't even know if I can say it, bro. All I know is that there was a bunch of chocolate men all together doing their thing, okay?
Oh my god.
That's all I gotta say. And the worst part, I blame somebody at my school on it, and then that person got in trouble, and like everybody in the school got involved, and so I had to talk to a counselor about it. My dad started telling the story to his friends, which were my friends' parents. So
that's fucked up.
Because of that incident, I was able to get framed, and no one believed me, bro. No one ever fucking believed me.
Damn.
Like, we might have to cut this story out. I'm just saying this right now. Swallow in post editing, you might have to cut this story out.
Definitely.
Like, fucking one day we wake up, my brother's like, who pissed in my chair? Who pissed in my chair? I think it was Chris. I'll be honest. I think it was Chris. I think she let me go under for this one, because the chair was wet. The chair was wet. I walked over to the chair and I did.
What chair was it?
The chair he always played Halo in.
That's way beyond my memory exists. So I can't defend myself. Was it with Bruce? Was Bruce?
No, it was that. It wasn't that house. It was after that house.
Oh, I was gonna say, because he pissed on a lot of shit when he got drunk.
Yeah, well, all I know is that I woke up one morning and my brother was like, who pissed on my chair? Who pissed on my chair? And obviously I got blamed for it because I'm the youngest, so they must think I pissed on the chair. I don't know. I literally was like, bro, I didn't fucking piss on the chair. Who's pissing on chairs? It's not me. I mean, I'll be honest, the chair's wet. But like, I don't know why it's wet. But he's like, nah, you did it. And I got blamed for that.
Did we have Charm at the time?
Oh, we did! Oh my god, it could have been the dog. I got fucking punished for that shit. And then at night, I told my mom, I was like, bro, I got blamed, and like they were fucking being mean to me, and like I got fucking shit for it that I shouldn't have gotten. And then my brother came in and he's like, nah, she's lying. None of that happened. I just told her to not sit on my chair anymore. I didn't touch her. I didn't get mad at her. And I was like, wow.
I'm gonna beat your brother's ass. God damn.
That's the day I realized that the best lie is a lie that has a little bit of the truth. Because he's like, yeah, I did get mad at her about the chair, but insert lie. And then my mom was hooked. I remember I was so mad going to bed that night. I was like just shaking my little Arnold fist, like,
He
y'all
was really
rue the
good
day.
at getting us to get in trouble for things.
Right. I know siblings, that's how siblings be,
Well, okay, we may have to cut this out, but mom did have policy of she refused to play kid politics.
Yeah. Which also, though, she did recently apologize for one of those instances where me and Chrysalis were kids. We were divvying up chores for the day, and one of those chores were staying inside in the
Oh my
nice
God.
AC, doing the dishes, getting the kitchen all nice and spiffy, or going outside, working in the Florida fucking heat around 2 p.m. to create a chicken coop. Chris is like, I'll stay inside, I'll do the dishes. Agreement made. Tell me why 3 days later, dish is not done. And then also tell me why 3 days later, mom comes up to me, you need to do the dishes. Do I really? In fact, a day ago, your daughter, Chrysalis, who normally goes to work with you, told you she was going to stay home just so she can get all the shit in the kitchen done like she said she was gonna. Guess what didn't happen that day? Guess what didn't happen? The dishes.
Sorry, I had executive dysfunction and I was an unmedicated, untreated ADHD kid, okay?
That's okay. See, like, that's the thing. My beef really wasn't with you at this point. The beef was mom was like, you gotta do it because she may have not done the dishes like I said for her to do, but she has made dinner for the past 3 nights, which has included the dishes needed. So she has technically done some dishes to do the dinner. And I was like, that logic is fucked, and I'm making a stance. I'm protesting right now. I literally protested to my mother, and I was like, no, this is bullshit. And then I was like, she literally lied to you. Chrysalis literally lied to you, and now I gotta pick up the slack. And she's like, look, I'm not getting into this. So I agree. It might be beneficial, you parents out there, get into the kid politics. Be the justice. With that said, mother is lovely. Mama, lovely. I know, mom. Look, mom, we love you. I love you so much. All right, well, I think this is a good time to take our shot.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck yeah.
What is everybody
Yes.
drinking on tonight?
What?
A space bag of strawberry margaritas.
Slap it. Slap it
Ooh,
for us.
Oh,
that sounds so good.
let me grab it 1 sec.
Yeah.
Do it.
Slap the bag. You always got to slap the bag before you drink it. It's ritual. Slap the bag. Slap the bag. Slap the bag. Everybody,
Slap the bag.
slap the bag.
Slap the bag. Oh, good slapping.
Slap the bag.
Okay, Chris, back on.
Sounded like something else. Jesus.
Clapping it with no hands. Crazy.
Crazy.
Ah! I'm fucking dead.
My back has just gotten worse right now.
You should do some stretches, Sonny.
I'm gonna have my mom do cupping on me after this.
How about
You
what
also
did
like
he
a
say?
chiropractor?
Cupping.
That whole sentence, you put a pause on that. How about you tell the viewers though why your back hurt right now?
Oh damn. Okay. Today after the shower, I was moisturizing my thighs, and I had one leg on the toilet, one leg on the floor.
Imagine it.
Good
And
description.
randomly, I randomly just got the worst back pain, and it's just progressively gotten worse.
You may just need to, stretch, or I would go to a chiropractor, but that's just me. I know I do. I go to a chiropractor like every other week.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
What do they do? How does that feel like?
It was wild after watching, I like to watch the videos. I'm like, ugh, I want my back crack like that. So I get like 3 visits for $75 a month.
Is it like a haircut where you go in and you show them the video of that chiropractor? I'm like, can you do that to me?
Yeah, I was like, yo, so there's this guy called like Dr. Tubio, and do you do the lift? He was like, no, we don't do that here. I'm like, fuck, okay, you will do for now.
Is that the shit where they grab you under your neck?
Yeah, but they put the little strap, the little, what is it called, the Y
The
strap,
ring?
and
That's
they
the ring
they
dinger.
just, yeah, the whatever it was. I was like, are you gonna do that to me?
He said, do that
It
to
was
me.
weird. And I was like, I want you to do what that guy does. Like, come on now. But no, when they do the neck thing, that's what freaked me out the most. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna die right here. Like, how do I tell my family I died from from a chiropractor? But
Doesn't it kind of make you want to crack that shit again like the next day? You know, just like fiending for the next hit.
like Tyrone Biggums.
Bro, I'd be fucking jonesing. I'd just be walking up to random people like, crack my neck.
As soon as they get to the neck, I don't mind the back and stuff, but I don't like that they kind of like play with. They don't really play with you, but they do kind of like touch in that area a little bit, where they have to like
Ooh.
press down. I'm like, yo, this is. You didn't even take me out to dinner, so just focus on my back. It's like,
Oh. Do y'all ever get like your hips cracking where it feels like you're a Barbie doll getting their leg like inverted?
Yes.
I dislocate my hip at least 3 times a week. So yeah.
Oh, whoa, what does that feel? Okay, because I used to have what they call grandma's elbow or something where my shoulder would dislocate super, super easily. And it would kind of feel like a broken arm, but not as painful. Is that the same sort of sensation with your hip?
So it kind of depends on the situation I'm in. So I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which means I have very loose joints due to a connective tissue deficiency. So the way I would feel a dislocated joint is a little bit different than how other people would feel it because my joints already are not extremely strong. To me, it just feels like a very sharp stabbing pain until I pop it back.
What does the popping back feel like?
Sometimes it feels really gross. Like I can feel bone grinding on bone sometimes. Like it's sometimes it feels like that. Other times it just pops back into place. It depends on whether it was a full dislocation or a subluxation. Yeah, usually it causes early onset arthritis because your joints are constantly rubbing the wrong way, so it can cause that. But other than that, there's not a huge risk of like breakage unless someone saw my joint was dislocated and just fucking hold it.
There goes Sunny in the game.
Yep.
My bad, Sunny. You don't have to agree to it. I'm so sorry for picking on you.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, I'm gonna continue
At
doing it.
least if we bully Sunny, he'll be the fan favorite because everyone will feel bad for him.
Or they'll bully me more.
I don't think so. After you lied on the first episode.
Oh, I'm gonna have my mom do cupping on me after this episode.
Well, stop.
Dude, you don't know what cupping is?
I do, but it sounds so fucking
Ow.
weird. It sounds, I'm a cup you. Like I just can't.
Cupping.
It's yeah. It's kind of like I can't.
I'm gonna make me some chocolate
To
milk.
me, it just sounds too close to coupling for my like.
You guys have the wrong things in your head.
That's the fucking grout monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I guess I'll just tell a story. But one time I was walking to my friend's house barefoot and we just got done having our roof fixed. So there is a bunch of roofing nails everywhere, which are 4-inch long nails. And I stepped directly fucking head on, apply directly to the forehead, head on, apply directly to the forehead on the fucking nail and went directly into my foot upwards. I immediately got carried away by, thankfully, my babysitter. She ended up carrying me over to her place, and her mom was a nurse, I believe, because she immediately was like, she took handle of it, and she's like, all right, we're about to do this. And I was like, what do you mean do this? And she began to pull the nail out of my foot. And honestly, I'm so thankful she did it quickly because for the first 1 to 2 seconds, it was slow and it was, the worst feeling I've ever felt. Like the feeling of the metal pulling at the skin and like feeling it move from the inside. Bro, I feel like I can feel it right now. I'm like rubbing at the spot, bro.
But why were you walking barefoot though?
I'm a little monkey, I like.
It's Florida.
Yeah.
Everybody walks around barefoot in Florida. There's a whole term for like Pasco feet, which is like solid black feet.
Mine weren't that bad, thankfully. Sometimes they were. I'm not gonna lie, they were that bad. I'm lying.
They get like that when you walk around a lot.
So yeah. I tempted fate one too many times and I ended up with a fucking 4-inch nail in my foot. You know what grinds my gears about food? Pizza Hut used to have the most delicious pasta out of all the pizza chains. And they had the meaty marinara and then the Alfredo, the chicken Alfredo. But now they changed up the recipe and they're using the pizza ingredients instead of the dedicated sauces that they used to have. And now it literally just tastes like a pizza in a pan. It's trash.
I did notice that. We got it not like a while ago now, but we got it a bit ago, and it definitely does not taste the same. That's for damn sure.
I'm mad. They literally have the most delicious pastas on the market, and they're completely gone forever. You can never get one of those again. Like, why they do that? Who made that decision? And
It's probably cheaper. It's probably
yeah,
cheaper.
it is. But like, also now no one's gonna buy the damn thing. Yeah. So I'm just mad about that. All right. Well, now that Lilac has returned, you guys ready to do this shot?
Oh, let me get upstairs. Hold on.
That's okay, because I still want to ask everybody what they're drinking on. Wait, no, I don't think we got everybody's answers. Let's start with what you drinking on, Lilac.
I am drinking on a space bag of strawberry margarita.
Oh yeah, that's right. Slap the bag. We slapped the bag. Yeah, we know what you drinking on.
We did slap the bag.
We did.
Sunny, are you drinking on
Yep.
anything tonight?
Drinking on water.
All right, we like that, Sober King.
Yep.
It's really just because he's a psycho, so he has to be sober to make sure all the evidence
That's true.
is gone.
That's true.
Got a lot to think about.
Understandable.
Yeah. What are you drinking on, Chrysalis?
I'm drinking watermelon vodka. Same stuff last time.
Yeah, Mama.
Yeah.
What you drinking on?
I am drinking on 1792. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Ooh, okay. You didn't have to flex on us. You really didn't have to do all that.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Right, like I know that bitch got a fucking scotch glass with like a circular ice cube in it, like a big old circle ball.
Right. I'm like Damon Saboteur right now, so living it up over here.
I don't know who that is, but I think it checks out.
Good
It
for
checks out.
Good for you.
If you ever seen
It sounds
Vampire
like a
Diaries,
vampire.
viewers,
Oh,
yeah. You ever seen Vampire Diaries, viewers? You know what I'm talking about. The glass, the little ice that's in there, the little square ice that's in the cup. Yeah, just a little bit. Not a lot of bourbon.
That's so fucking funny. You just
I have
said he was from a
not seen
vampire show because I literally was like, he sounds like a vampire. All I know is that David Bowie's package was too distracting. They should have edited that bitch out of the movie because I don't remember the plot.
Character. It was a
Package.
part of his character.
And it grew me some character. All right. Cheers, everybody. Slap the bag. Oh, also, I'm drinking on some Svedka? The fuck is that? It's vodka. I don't know. Cheers. It was cheap.
Vodka.
To chicken pot pie, my 3 favorite things.
Hey.
Hey, cheers. Slap the bag.
Clink.
Oh, Swillow, I also got good news.
Hit me with it.
The host of Dirty Laundry just messaged me back on Instagram and said we have total approval to do our own Dirty Laundry episodes.
Oh my god, can you tell them I love Brennan Lee and like, fuck. Sorry, don't say that. I'm sorry. If my boyfriend heard that, I don't know who Brennan Lee is. Don't look at my YouTube search history, please. I won't talk about it.
I'd make a comment, but I'm eating a Skittle.
That's okay. You always eat Skittles. I want to tell a story, guys. To the viewers
Oh
out
my
there,
God.
I was told by Chrysalis in confidence, and I'm about to tell
Not.
y'all. No, I'm gonna tell
Can
y'all.
we not?
No, I'm gonna tell
I
y'all.
was actually gonna come to you after you told that at that bar and be like, "Can you not air my shit and embarrass me?"
You know I have to tell a story now.
I don't want you to.
I'm going to. I'm telling the story. You know, you said it earlier in the recording that I'm a stirrer. I'm a pot stirrer. So you know what? I'm gonna be. You manifested that.
That's actually that's one of the reasons why I called you a shit stir.
Now you manifested it. That was the egg before the chicken. It happened, and now we're here. This is a story, everybody. Chrysalis
Sam's a
told me
liar. All she does is lie. I'm not gonna let you get it out. I'm gonna talk over your ass
okay,
this whole
because
time.
I have the
Can you
power
say
of
words?
post editing, and I can clip Chris out, so nobody can hear Chris screaming for me to shut up right now. Only y'all can hear me. And this is the
I'm gonna
story,
ban you.
everybody.
I'm gonna ban you.
She, You can't ban me. I'm the server owner, motherfucker. So Chrysalis has found. No, no,
I can hear you. You're not muted.
no. You undeafen me right now. You undeafen me right now. You undeafen me right now. I'm gonna ban. You're gonna get banned. This is a banning we're starting right now. The story is Crystalline got addicted to Skittles, sour Skittles. She loves them. She craves them. In the middle of the night, when her eyes are closing and she's deep in sleep and in rest, she wakes up from a cold sweat and her eyes are bulging and there's veins in the side of her head. And all she can think is, where are the sour Skittles? And she reaches over to her side table where she has perfectly prepped Skittles for the taking with an open bag,
That
and
is
she grabs
not
her
true.
hand like a claw machine and she grabs a handful and just like sleep autonomously, she puts them back in her mouth. Mid-chew, falls back asleep.
That is not true. It is not fully true. It is not completely true. There's lots of parts of that are not true.
Let's play two
I
truths and a
feel
lie.
you. I wake up covered in Starburst wrappers sometimes.
Sometimes you need a sweet, sour treat in the middle of the night and your brain just doesn't. You don't consciously make the decision, your brain just does it.
Why do people think midnight stacking is such an issue? I'm like Brennan Lee Mulligan. I need constant stacking to
Right?
fuel
I
this
need
fucking-
something in my hole at all times.
Okay. Pause on that.
And not in that way. In my mouth hole.
Stop.
Seriously though.
Stop.
But seriously, like I will literally eat Skittles. Like I will only subtly recognize that I've eaten Skittles by the sour in my mouth, and it'll wake me up like a little bit. Like, you know how I get night terrors? I night terrors sleep, eat Skittles, and they have to be the sour ones. They can't be the normal ones. It's a bit ridiculous. I'm not even lying. I did just buy a brand new bag of them.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's been a month since she told me that story. She's into deep addiction. She's in an active addiction.
I like sour candy, okay? And so far, the sour Skittles are the best sour candy I've had that aren't plasticky tasting.
She gets up mid shit to go get herself a hit of the sour Skittles and then returns.
No, I'd grab a handful before I went.
Efficient. Touche. All right.
Oh my gosh.
We talk so fucking much. Y'all gotta shut the fuck up. We gotta get to the main topic.
Yes.
Toxic influencer. I think I've introduced this topic 3 times. Also, disclaimer, I'm officially tipsy, y'all. Welcome to the podcast by adults for adults. My name is Swillow. We're watching Chronically Online.
I need to take another shot.
If you're watching and you're under 18, what are you doing? Tell your parents. I'm yelling at them right now. Hey, your child's watching something inappropriate that they shouldn't be watching. That's right. Get out of here. If you're over 18 and you can drink, if you're over 21, take a shot with us. Let's go. Get tipsy with us, everybody. Get crunk with it. Get crunk. Get crunk with it. Hey, get crunk. Go on, mama. Get crunk with it. Get crunk. Get crunk with it. Get crunk with it. Yeah.
Do it like a Shelby day.
Do it like a Shelby day. Do it like a Shelby day. If y'all haven't watched Jocelyn Cabaret or any of the shows from Zeus Network, get on that, bro. That wasn't me. It is.
If you like ratchet TV shows, that is for you. Like I mentioned, the Flavor of Love, that's another thing you should watch because of Miss New York. She's the actual queen of reality TV show, they would say. It's like an old reality dating show that I watched when I was like fucking like 7. I'm 31.
Kristen, 38.
It's not true.
36?
I mean, not that 38 is bad in any way, but that is just factually not true. Stop giving me more years.
Trying to make you older. That's crazy. What?
That's some real hater activity.
Hey.
Right?
It's the big
Hey.
hater. The biggest hater.
Facts.
All right, all right, all right. Nah, y'all haters. All right, I'm throwing that shit back on y'all. Y'all haters. My fucking jaw just popped. I'm scared. What happened?
Because you're the biggest hater, that's why. Jeez.
Yeah.
Just punched me in the fucking dome piece.
You just got
Right.
clocked by a ghost. Just like
Right.
fucking.
Scary movie
Push me in my shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that scary movie scene where like the girl, and the ghost, that changed me. That movie changed me.
You know what? You're not wrong. Honestly,
I was like, shit, Casper, where you at? Do that to me.
oh my god.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
leaving.
Speaking of scary movie, that's crazy. Like the one scene where you think when they were like locked in that little freezer. When you're a kid, you don't think about it, but now that you're older, you're like, oh, what is that? But now it's like, bro, why was I watching
All
this
that
at like
shit in
7 or
my
8? Ugh. But that scene where she was like
Bro.
rubbing his leg, he's like, rub a little bit higher. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
All right.
Yeah.
Toxic influencers. To the people listening, y'all are fucking yelling at the screen. I know it. I can hear it. I can hear
Get
it
back on topic.
retroactively. I
Who's
know. I'm so
toxic?
sorry.
Who's toxic? Kim
I think
Kardashian.
we're the toxic influencers. I think it's us.
I'm gonna say Kim Kardashian.
Okay, why? Why you feel that way?
I just,
Hmm.
I feel like she does too much, but at the same time, she's smart at what she does. But at the same time, I feel like she uses North more since she's not really getting a lot of attention. So she's kind of using her kids as like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Well,
Well, I
just
mean,
North.
honestly, it kind of checks out because her own mom did the same shit to her, you know?
Yeah, I think they came
Not
out
to
and
say it's good.
yeah. But still, that's just crazy in my opinion. But I digress.
Well, no, on the same topic, because like they had North perform at a like really professional event, and like it kind of took away from the opportunities that they could have given like trained professional children in the play, but instead they had North singing
So for
it
the
when she
Lion
was clearly
King.
not trained. The Lion King play, yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't get to see it, but I've heard about it. But I get where you're coming from because it's like because they're famous people and well known, it's like you could have gave it to someone who literally worked their ass off for it every,
Mm-hmm.
day and night and everything else, but you decided to give it to someone else, I guess, to not
Mm-hmm.
feel their wrath because they're crazy. Yeah, she's crazy.
Kardashians are crazy. I have so many mixed opinions because, like, on one hand, Kim was in like a shitty abusive relationship. She's also experienced what it's like to be in like the porn industry and have that thrown in her
Mhm.
face every 2 seconds. But also just the societal consequences of her being a celebrity in terms of like beauty standards and things like that. I feel like has ruined
Exactly.
an entire generation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speak on it.
Also,
Yes.
I'm just personally pissed about the Marilyn Monroe dress, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel that. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any like toxic influencers they think are toxic?
I guess I'll talk about Mr. Beast just for a quick minute. And like, here's my thing. Like, I would rather see philanthropy monetized even if it doesn't have a genuine intention rather than any sort of other entertainment content monetized. Because at least if you're faking your intention and you're giving a homeless person some food, sure, you're gonna get paid a bunch of shit for that. But that homeless person getting food and he probably wouldn't have gotten food anyway. So I feel like incentivizing people to be good so they can get money is a great way to get better people because everybody needs money. That's my feeling on monetized philanthropy.
I don't think that's why people are angry and dislike Mr. Beast right now, though.
No, that's not why people are disliking Mr. Beast, but there is a whole critique on the channels like Mr. Beast where it's not real if you're getting money from it, which is the whole point. Like, he's scamming people. But even prior to that, there is a whole subject of people that are like, we don't like monetize. Like, they're like, oh, well, you recorded this, so it must not be true.
Mhm.
Like, sure. But like, at least that person did that.
I was just gonna ask, so you think that Mr. Beast is scamming people?
Okay, so yeah, so let me fill in for the actual toxic part of Mr. Beast. I probably should have left my opinion for the end part, like plot wise. So recently it came out there were some ex-employees who are stating that Mr. Beast is setting up fraudulent raffling scams. For example, they did live streams where they had giveaways and they say, oh, if you subscribe now, if you do this now, if you give money now, you're gonna get this in your box. But they wouldn't be actually putting the items in the box as they say this. And sometimes there would be raffle tickets where it's like, oh, if you subscribe now or do something now, you'll get a signed merch piece from Mr. Beast. And there was literally video evidence of one of the employees faking the signature. And then there's also just complaints about bad work environments, both from onset of the Squid Games, where people were denied food, water, and medication that they had previously said that they would need accommodations for, causing, I think, a person to have a seizure and be hospitalized on set. And then another story from an ex-employee. He apparently went through a video where it was like it was supposed to be 90 days in solitary isolation. He only did, I think it was 9 days, but by the end of it, his mental health completely decreased. He was sleep deprived because they would not turn the lights off for him to go to sleep. And at the very last day, they had him run a marathon on a treadmill and he could not stop. And he also could not say no, to the point where he had to be hospitalized because of the blisters on his feet. And he technically got paid for it, but like it just goes to show
People with money using his power against people in a sense. He seems like the type. I don't know. Like I like Mr. Beast, but at the same time, I don't know. Like most of the things that he does, I'm like, does he really give this stuff to people?
Apparently, most of the people that do win prizes are actually connections and friends that are in his business or friends of employees. It's really interesting, honestly. He has not released a new video since all this has come out, and he's actively deleting comments about it on his YouTube. There was a video coming out when the video first launched where a bunch of people were spamming messages about the drama, and there was a dude live streaming the comments getting deleted as he looked at the comment section.
Dang.
Wasn't there also a thing with him having the like this pedophile who had been convicted named Minnesota on his team? Oh,
Allegedly.
no,
Yes,
I guess.
this guy has actual, like, we can pull up his record, like sex offenders record. So allegedly, but yeah.
Well, okay, so I did a little research on that. So the story from the company is that his name was supposedly Delaware. And the reason why they called him Delaware is because he wasn't able to go back to Delaware due to a case. But they said that he was called Delaware because that's where he was from. But obviously, he's from Delaware, which is where the case is because he's from there. And the case was he did a plea deal on sexual conduct with a minor. And he said that it was all lies and it has since then been expunged. But I did not fact check that. But that is quote unquote what the other side is claiming about the explanation of that story.
You nasty. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to take another shot.
I was wondering if we'd circle back at some point to the monetization of philanthropy. Because, like,
Please do.
I had a little question about that. So you mentioned that you think that it is a net good when people do that because you think that everyone in that circumstance benefits off of that. I felt that way for a while and could agree to a point. I just think that gets rid of the power vacuum involved in scenarios like that. Like if you're a homeless person who hasn't eaten in 2 days and someone with a camera says they'll give you money and food if you let them record you, it's going to be hard to have the ability to say no in that position.
Well, but I feel like that has always existed, I guess you're saying it's going to happen more and more, but if this scenario is like, hey, can I record giving you things? I think that's a good scenario, but I do know that there has been terrible scenarios like bum fights, which they said, hey, I'll give you money if you fight, which is a little different. That's not philanthropy, I would say. But if in the situation we're talking where you're simply giving these people things, although with it being on camera, that may also cause this person to have possibly a harder time finding jobs because they're being shown in, like bad situations. I still feel like even in that situation, it's a benefit.
I think for me, I just personally to see people do it where they conceal the identity of the person that they're helping. That's when I feel like it's actual philanthropy and not forcing a homeless person into a position where they can't say no to being on screen.
Oh, yeah. See, that is a good point. That is a good point.
If I were to, let's say, Envy and I break up tomorrow and I end up homeless, if some person comes up to me with a camera in my face offering me half of a Subway sandwich, I would punch them in the throat.
Yeah, that's fair. Just imagine, like, what would a world look like if the coolest, most paid people are nice people? Most times, those cool and suave actors are actually shit people. It's just an image they're upholding and selling. So I understand that there is always a disconnect between the product and the person providing it. But what if the product was kindness? And I just still think that having a good come with negatives is better than a negative coming with negatives.
And I totally agree with that. I think that broadcasting kindness and public figures showcasing acts of charity is super important. I think my issue just lies in being able to keep the people that you're helping anonymous unless they are in a position to say no.
I think that's actually beautiful because then you can have both. I think that's a great idea. Although I do understand that that's not going to actually make people good. Like, are people really cool or are they trying to be cool? Like, I think that would be a cooler world.
Yeah, if someone gave $10,000 to charity just to make themselves feel better, they still gave $10,000 to charity.
Yeah, type shit.
Anyone else have like any toxic influencers?
Oh, well, let's take this shot first. Take the shot.
Yes,
Oh.
shot.
I'm ready.
For the people who haven't taken more than one.
For the second shot of the night, I just want to say thank you, everybody who's listened so far. I hope you've been entertained. Drop a comment. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us how weird you think Sunny is.
Nah, you know what?
And
Weird
tell
cool.
us how cool you think Swallow is. Just comment, subscribe, like. There goes Sunny in the game.
Yep.
Let's take a cheers. Cheers to
Cheers to sour Skittles.
Cheers to sour Skittles. Cheers to grout monsters. Cheers to
These nuts.
something that rhymes with sour Skittles. And these nuts. And the second episode of Chronically Online. And the viewers listening at home. We see you. Take a cheers with us. Get your glasses. Raise them. Slap the bag.
Raise a glass to our viewers.
Raise a glass.
Cheers,
slap the
everybody.
bag.
I just spilt 2 drinks simultaneously. Let's take this fucking shot. Cheers.
Oh, let's go.
Cheers.
Clink.
Ugh. I think I hate myself.
I only have water to wash it down. Oh my god. I drank so much more this time.
I'm drinking this shit like straight. Ugh. But that's why I'm like, do I hate myself? Do I really hate myself today?
Yes.
Have y'all ever peed the bed as an adult?
No, I never peed the bed. Well,
As an adult?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, not the bed, but I have peed myself, but that was from like laughing though.
Wow, I shouldn't have asked this question. Let's move
Oh,
on.
wait,
Okay,
okay. If
so
you have, then I'll say some shit. Okay, go.
Oh.
No, okay, look. First time I ever... I will probably cut this. Who knows if this is going to make the final cut.
Oh.
Bro, I just woke up, I didn't pee the bed. I woke up.
You thought you were on the toilet?
And no, it wasn't one of those moments. I'm so embarrassed to say this. I'm probably going to cut this shit. I woke up and I just don't know. I just woke up and then I was just like, and then I don't want to talk about this anymore. Next subject. What are you going to say, Lilac?
Let's clip that whole part. Let's clip that whole segment. Don't even mention that I peed myself, because I'm the only one who admitted. Yeah, I peed myself.
Okay, fuck it. I'll bite the bullet. I'll tell the embarrassing story. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Okay. So to give key information here. One, this is probably gonna have to get cut because it's not a very appropriate story. Second, I had a UTI at the time, so be kind.
With grace.
With grace. So I was hanging out with my friend, and I kind of had to pee, kind of not, but I was too lazy to stop what I was doing to go pee and then go back to it. So I was just like,
ADHD.
I was just like, it's fine. The vibe must have hit the urethra wrong or some shit, because I only a little bit pissed myself.
Well, that's normal.
All right, fine. I'll finish my story. Fine. I wake up. I just start moving around, and then all of a sudden, I start pissing, bro. And I'm like running to the bathroom, bro. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening to my body? I didn't even feel like I had to go to the bathroom, which is the crazy part.
It was the piss monster.
It really felt like someone was pissing on me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it felt like someone was pissing on me,
Thought you were
bro.
doing R. Kelly. Jeez.
It was Sunny. There goes Sunny in the game.
Oh,
It's okay. I once had a friend who like fully pissed on another friend in the middle of the night, blackout drunk.
Bro, they broke into my house last night and they pissed on me, dog.
They pissed on you.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with pissing yourself or shitting yourself as an adult. Like
Speak your
Swillow knows
truth.
this. Swillow knows this, and I've never shit myself or pissed myself as an adult. But Swillow knows that I ask people often if they've ever shit themselves.
Yeah, he's weird. Sunny's weird.
Well, okay. But anyway, I ask people this because it's just, it just kind of, I don't know. I feel like you kind of get to know if a person is really honest or not. And it's just kind of a vulnerable question.
Well, wait, do you think that every single adult has shit themselves at some point?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. I for sure have.
Yes.
I for sure have. Bro, I got sick recently. Man, I'm just pissing and shit myself. That's crazy. I got really sick recently, so I was on like a week's worth of liquid diet.
Oh no.
Bro, I had liquid coming out of my ass at all times of the day. It was crazy. I'd just be sitting there, a little bit of liquid. All right, I gotta go. Ridiculous. Don't get sick, everybody. Also, I'm probably gonna cut all of this. I'm trying to make music.
If it makes you feel any better, you know how when you wake up in the morning, you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You got it. Well, every morning I wake up right at 8 and I go feed the animals. Right. Well, I skipped the bathroom one time and went straight out to the animals and pretty much shit myself. So
I once shit on my brother's floor on purpose. If that counts.
I haven't gotten to that level yet.
Whoa.
I've only peed, and that's it on myself, but I've never got to that level yet. A savage.
Revenge shit is crazy.
That is wild.
It was
you ever get?
not a
But
revenge.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I just cut this out too if you can. But my
Cutting anything out.
crazy. But long story short, this dude would like shit in the bag and stuff and put it by his sister. Like, he would shit in the bag. He hated his sister so much. He would shit in the bag, put it in front of her door. Mind you, like, she has like her room is like it has like a little outside door so she can walk out on the patio and stuff. So he puts this shit bag by her door and just wants to light it on fire, whatever. I'm just like, why the I didn't even like, I wanted to question it, but I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. But thinking about it, I'm like, this motherfucker was crazy. He shits in
I
a
did that to
bag
Sunny.
on purpose. Like, he was so mad. Like, this bitch makes me so mad. He shits in a bag with anger and just lights it up. He's still crazy to this day, but please cut that out. I don't want him to hear it.
I was gonna say mine wasn't a revenge shit or a, like petty shit.
Yeah.
What was it? What type of shit was it?
It was if I don't shit on your floor right now, I'm going to be grounded for the next 10 years shit.
What?
what?
I need the story. This is the craziest Reddit story I've ever heard.
Okay, this needs to be cut.
Nothing is getting cut, you little fuckers.
Everything it has to be cut.
I am told
This is gonna be so fucking funny in post editing. Everybody's gonna be like, you gotta cut this. No cut.
So
Damn.
I was like 12, 13, and just a hormonal teen who had just started figuring out what a clitoris was. We all remember those days. My brother burst into my room and was like, "Oh my God, were you masturbating?" And I was like, "No, my stomach just hurt because I really have to shit." And he's like, "No, you don't." And I was like, I grew up in a super religious family. I knew that ringing the devil's doorbell was going to get me grounded for the rest of my life. So I
my gosh.
literally Like, my brother ran off, and I'm sitting there contemplating. I just got out of Pray the Gay Away camp. Do I want to go into, like, another crazy fucking bullshit religious thing? Okay, there's only one way to solve this. And I walked into my brother's bedroom, pulled trow, and shit on his floor.
Justified. No, 100% justified. That bitch shouldn't have been airing your shit out like that. He should have
Exactly.
minded his own damn business.
You could
That
have
shit
blamed the
was
shit on him and
deserved.
say he shitted on the
Literally.
floor. That's what I would have
Oh my
done.
god.
So shitty.
He never
My
told my
stomach hurts.
parents about it. He never told anyone about it. To this day, it's our secret that I shit on his floor.
I can't, bro. I fucking can't. I mean,
That's the best thing I've ever heard, Mo.
this is officially
gosh.
Chronically Online I Spice edition, talking about all the poopy stuff. But talking
my
about
God.
pissing and shitting, bro. Tell me why my mom's boyfriend, way back when, comes home drunk as hell and pisses in the fridge.
Oh my gosh.
In the fridge.
I was
And
gonna say-
in our in the dresser in my room.
And in my sister's dresser.
Get the fuck out. That's so gross.
And let's talk about the real shit. He was a chronic sleepwalker. So deep, bro.
Oh my god.
And one night, me and my sister sleep in a bunk bed in the same room. And out of a dead sleep, I just feel my body levitating. And then I feel a thud. And I wake up and I'm on the ground next to my bed. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I get up and I look around. There's a naked man in my bed asleep.
Oh no, he's like, I need this
What
spot.
the
It looks
fuck?
comfortable.
He slept naked and he slept walk and he literally threw me out of my bed because I woke up from the air leaving my body as I fell on. He must have picked me up and just dropped me like a fucking chihuahua. And then
Hey, for a
immediately
cat.
went to bed. The craziest part, bro, I'm like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. Thank God. He positioned, I don't know. He positioned himself in a perfect way where the junk was not seeable. I did not see that man's junk. Thank the Lord. I never saw junk. Thank gosh. I just saw skin everywhere else. And I'm freaking out. I start crying immediately. Tears running down my face. I'm like,
We had to go wake mom up to get him to wake up.
he would not wake up. I'm bawling in my room and this man is still
Right, how dare you come into my room in the middle of the night looking like that? Ugh.
We were in bunk beds too, so I was on the top bunk and she was on the bottom bunk.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, so
And it takes me so long to wake up.
bro, that was such a crazy. We had to knock on my mom's door, and like she got mad. Like if you woke her up in the middle of a dead sleep, she'd be like, I'll eat you and throw you out the window at the same time. Don't test me.
That's
I
my
need
mama
sleep
too.
for work, cause she worked. Yeah, she was a workhorse. She had a lot of shit on her plate, so you better not mess with her sleep. So like,
Exactly.
I was crying at the fact that I had to wake her up, and then I was crying at the fact that I had to explain to her there is a naked man in my bed.
I have issues with sleep. Sleep attacks me. Sleep takes over me. I will be fully conscious and talking to you literally 1 second and it'll go quiet. Like I have had people, like friends, when I'm doing sleepovers, they'll literally be staring at me, having a conversation, and then I'll just and be out, and they can hardly wake me up. So I have an issue.
Who wants to say they're toxic influencer?
I'll pass, actually.
You don't want to talk about Aiden Ross?
No, not really.
Why not? What happened?
It's just, he probably thrives off of people talking about him, so I'd rather
Mm.
not give him the spotlight.
Okay. Is there
Damn.
someone else you want to talk about?
No,
Is there
As-
anything you want to talk about?
no, my back really hurts.
Oh. Do you want to go cup?
Yeah.
What does it feel like to cup?
It's just, my mom just puts cups on my back and she like pumps some air and then bam. Feels good. So for toxic influencers, I don't know. I haven't reached that level of toxicity yet.
I was just gonna say it's sunny. It's realistically it's sunny.
I would
The
say
toxic
so.
influencers are the friends we made along the way.
You know, for any kids who are listening,
Sonny, you need to get canceled so we can talk about
for
you.
any kids who are listening, which you shouldn't be listening, but for any kids who are listening, because I would be the kid who would be listening, don't take influence after me.
You better not be talking
That's
about
just gonna
fucking
make
kids.
them want to take.
What? I said that's not what I said at all.
I'm just joking. Lilac, go ahead and what's your toxic influencer?
Okay, so I was gonna talk about Onision, but that is such a large topic that I'll save it for another week because there is like 15 years worth of lore in there of the worst person on the internet.
Who is that?
Since
Oh,
he's a
Oh my god.
now you gotta talk about
he's
it.
a YouTuber. Yeah, so he's a YouTuber. He has 3 ex-wives. He has 2 websites dedicated to monitoring all the bullshit he did. He was featured on Tosh.0 for his I'm a Banana like video song that he made and blew up. He cheated on his first wife with a 17-year-old Canadian pop star. He then cheated on his second wife with a 16-year-old, all allegedly. He is the kind of person who records everything and posts every aspect of his life online. That's why there's like 15 years of info about him. He also molds whenever the fuck anyone posts about him, so hey, maybe we'll get viewers from this. He posted a video of his his second wife having like a seizure and an amnesia episode caused by the seizure.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Wow.
Then his like third wife, after he left the second one, was 16 when they met. He married her to like prove he married her right when she turned 18, like the day after she turned 18.
This guy was just on it, weirdo.
Yeah, and he kind of blew up in like tween girl, like Tumblr, YouTube fandoms in like 2010, about 2010. And he would have like these supposedly thought out videos about, hey, how to survive your abusive house. Just be nicer to your parents. Kind of videos. And the real bullshit came when he created a website with its own forum where he asked teenage girls to post pictures of themselves in bikinis and bras and panties so he could publicly rate their bodies on YouTube to his multi-million follower
I remember
viewers.
that, bro. That shit was crazy.
And he would have them like write their name on his body and stuff. And these were like 13, 14-year-old girls. And he's just posting these pictures on, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. Everything started coming out around 2016 because him and his third wife, now husband, because they transitioned, opened up their marriage and brought in a girl named Billy and had made this weird video where they accused Billy of lying to them because she smoked weed and told her that if she wanted their forgiveness, she had to shave her head and then agreed to be locked up in their basement for, I think it was like a month.
What the fuck?
With a sign around her neck saying, I'm a liar. And he publicly posted this saying that he was making reasonable requests to earn their trust back. And she was the liar because she smoked pot with her friends on Thanksgiving.
What the fuck?
To be honest, I just looked up a picture of him, and he is not even that fucking cute to even, like, ugh.
Right.
He's not.
He's like sour cream.
I was just looking at a picture of him. I'm like, he's not even worth being trapped in a basement for. Like, ew. Like, come on now.
Right?
Ew, he's so disgusting.
Like, at least be hot if you're going to ask me to be changed.
Right, because I've read a lot of, books, so I'll do it. But anyways, continue.
So the issues really came during the time they were starting to date Billy. Lainey is the husband's name. And they had befriended this like 15-year-old in their fandom. And she had come from like a shitty home life. And they flew her to Washington where they lived to live with them. with the mother's permission. So of course everyone's like, bro, you ruined this chick. What the fuck are you doing? Why do you have a strange 15/16 at the time she moved in? Why do you have a strange 16-year-old living with you and your husband and your other girlfriend? Like that's sus as fuck. And so he would force her to record videos and post videos where she was saying that she wasn't being groomed and that everyone's making a big deal out of everything. Only for when she's 18, she moves out of their house and posts a video where she says that they fucked her on her 18th birthday.
What the fuck?
And so Onision basically just got hardcore canceled.
As he
like
should.
he gets
As he
maybe
should.
200 views on his YouTube videos now. And he posts these most obnoxious like breakdowns.
I've seen
where
those,
he's like
bro.
yelling while in the shower, and you can see his dick for like a second or two.
I never saw that. What?
Yeah, and then he
He's
made
blown
an
his cocoa?
OnlyFans where he made like 3D assets, like VR set assets of himself fucking a horse.
What the fuck? We're gonna have to bleep all of this. What the fuck?
Right.
After
He
hours.
also got visited by Chris Hansen.
What? Really?
Oh, God.
Yes, yes. So Chris Hansen retired
what?
so he could show up to Onision's house and try and interview him. The issue was you could hear the 911 call on YouTube. Onision calls 911 and says, "Oh my God, this guy who's been stalking me online is at my house. I don't know what to do." And they're like, "Do you know who's stalking you?" And he's like, "Yeah, Chris Hansen." And you can hear like a 5-second pause.
That's
Do
ridiculous,
you know
bro.
why we're here? Just coming straight from the back door.
That's like-
Right?
Like, do you know who's stalking you? It's like, yeah, the police. The fuck?
It's just the funniest like 911 call I've ever heard. And he tried to say that this like 18-year-old girl somehow managed to like assault both him and his wife, and that they didn't choose to be with her that day, even though there's like a million text messages that say otherwise, and blah 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 blah. And all he's done for the past, I think, like 4 years now is just explode on any social media platform that hasn't downloaded him, saying that he's like the next Johnny Depp, like
Hell
the
no.
next face of the Me Too movement.
Hell no.
And yeah, it's just crazy. And then every few months he has a public breakdown on Twitter, so that way everyone like catches up. You know, everyone views his channel when he gets a couple $100.
Jeez.
Last I heard, he's door dashing like 3 cities away from me.
Oh, nah. Imagine your shit being DoorDashed by Onision.
Hell no. He is definitely not getting a tip. Get your ass off my porch.
You run away like a dog. All fours.
He was widely accepted, and the moral of the story, just like the, moral of Swill's story, is it is so easy for people to groom children that sometimes their own parents won't realize that it's happening.
Yeah.
And you should teach your children the signs of grooming and make sure that they, stay safe and know about internet danger and don't think that the YouTuber they're watching is their boyfriend.
This is why I kind of stress it to my son, because he's very, especially kids, because they're easily influenced. So I kind of have to be hard on him in a sense where I kind of do gentle parenting, but I have to be like, don't fucking talk to anyone online. Like everything that they say to you is a lie. Don't believe them. Like I'm telling you, like back then, like it's just growing up with the last topic that we talked about on the first episode with growing up with the internet. It's like there's a lot of weird shit that you will see online. Remember Newgrounds, like the games that you used to play back then, where they had those crazy things? So it's like now it's like you can't believe everything that's going on the internet. Basically what I'm getting at. But this kid is so easily influenced that he thought that he can get free Roblox stuff if he downloaded something or someone sent him a message. So I'm like, you gotta stop. And he thinks that I'm like being overbearing. Right now I have to check and see if he's doing anything crazy.
I mean, I thought the same shit when my stepmom was telling me the same stuff. Like, and she was just like, yeah, no one you meet online is who they say they are. Don't trust them, blah, 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 blah. She used to make me watch the show Catfish with her because of that. Like,
Mm.
and I thought it was so dumb until I became an adult and realized, oh no, this is actually just how
Bro,
it
I got
is.
in trouble one
Yeah.
time because I was playing on Gaia Online. Shout out to Gaia Online. And I was like a super little kid playing on the home.
Don't shout out Guy Online.
I was on the home computer, and this person, it's like a text-based, kind of like IMVU, but like pixel-based. And this person was like, yeah, call me. Here's my number. Or they were like, I'll call you. What's your number? And I had a phone at this like a little flip phone. I'm like probably like 8 or 9, maybe 10. And I give this motherfucker my number, and he calls me. And I walk outside, and I'm like, hi. And there's no response. They hung up. But like immediately after that, my mom comes out. She's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, oh, just my friends. She's like, you don't have any friends. And then it all comes to light, and I think that might have been the last day I played Gaia Online. And I'm pretty sure that person was like 40, because I heard their breathing. And it sounded like a 40-year-old man's breathing.
Like just breathe hard.
My first ever introduction to ERPing happened on Guy Online,
Same.
and I was like fucking 10.
Your story is crazy.
And it wasn't normal. It was
Go on
fucking
and
weird.
speak your truth.
Which was weird as a larger girl. Like, so the guy that I was talking to confirmed that I was young and also confirmed that he was old as fuck, which, you know, I was stupid. But then he takes me back to one of your, like, his house, because everybody can have their own house. And we do, like, feeder role play where he
Let me give
just
you this
keeps
hamburger.
feeding me food. Yeah, pretty much. And he just told me to just keep going, yum.
Oh my god. The fact that he's like, enjoy
had
this
no
burger
idea what
and
was going
just
on.
like express how good it tastes.
It was cake.
Yum.
It was cake. He just kept like wanting to, like, kept feeding me cake is what the role play was. And I was so confused. I'm like, how is this fun? I don't know what's going on because I'm a fucking kid.
Dude, I got pimped out.
Yo, can I ask you a slightly personal question?
We'll cut it. We'll cut it.
Yes.
We won't.
This can totally be cut. So I had something similar happen to me, and then I ended up developing the kinks that I was introduced to. Is that like, did that happen for you as well? Like,
I mean, I'm a fat bitch, but I eat like fairly healthy. I don't honestly not that. No, I mean
okay.
Nope. I'm gonna not continue this.
Honestly, I'll answer that because I was on Guideline and I had a similar experience, but it was just regular ERP, and then he gave me $1 million and like, shit, yeah, I'll say yes to that. You gonna give me $1 million? Shit, I'll hit. The fuck? I'm gonna clip that.
That's fucked up.
I do just want a disclaimer, like, we are talking about fucked up experience growing up, so we are talking about this in a light manner, but these are fucked up moments from the internet, so there is no sort of encouragement
we were
or
children.
praisement of these moments. This is just the reality of growing up online. Chronically Online, everybody. Welcome to the podcast for adults by adults.
What I
this is
could have
just us
changed.
venting and laughing about lived experiences.
Exactly. Because it's like now I just laugh at it. Like, what the freak was I thinking?
Yeah.
But like even more, okay, not more so, but also I think it's kind of less of days now. Like there used to be a lot of shock content in like the early 2000s that I don't think is as popular now amongst
yeah.
these days, because like shock content was also like a huge negative growing up online, because like I remember the first time seeing
Facts.
two guys. I don't even want to say the name because I don't want no freak. I know you freaks be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Bleep it.
be like, oh,
Bleep
I'm
it.
so sad to hear that. What's the link?
Yeah.
Did y'all ever watch the Pain Olympics videos where
Yeah.
they like chopped off their dicks and shit?
Yes. So the Pain Olympics.
Yes, but the thing is, the first one I had ever really seen was called, I think it was Two Guys, One Hammer, and it was a video taken from Russia of just two guys senselessly beating a poor homeless man with hammers and different tools, and it like showing up on the face. Super fucked up. And I was a kid, and I was like, I literally was home alone. It was in the morning before school. I was getting my getting ready to go on the bus. I saw this video and I'm thinking to myself, everything you see happens at the moment you see it. Like I had no perception of time on the internet. So I'm thinking to myself, this happened just now. Like I gotta alert somebody of a crime I saw. So like I go to my elementary school and we're going to get breakfast. Well, I'm going to get breakfast. I'm alone. And I walk up to the teacher and I'm just like, I tell her what I saw online. And I was like, I think we need to tell someone. I can't remember what she said to me, but like she looked at me crazy and was just like, okay, well, I'll see what I can do or something. Like, she passed me off and like just the whole day I was just like shell shocked. Cause like that shit, yeah, that shit really will change you.
That's always the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that though, because I happened to end up on a chain list where people, you know how people would just send you video
No.
on MySpace?
I've never had MySpace.
Like those old chain, like those chain letters or
I'm fucking
whatever.
old. Yeah. Well, one of them contained a link, and it was to a video of these 4 girls putting puppies in a sack and then stomping on the sack repeatedly, and you
Oh
could
my
hear
God.
everything, and then they throw the puppy into the river.
Oh my God.
This is a fucked up part of the podcast.
Sorry, y'all.
It's traumatizing.
I feel like we're traumatizing our viewers right now. We're sharing the trauma.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Take a shot. Take a shot. Draw the pain away.
The internet
Right.
back then was just wild. It was just crazy. Now that everything is kind of being somewhat sensitized in a sense, it's just back then it was wild. It was just wild. I think
Right.
when I was on Facebook,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something that should be clipped out because it's pretty like bleh.
Yep.
But
Well, everything needs to be clipped out apparently in this episode.
But yeah, like I was just scrolling through like MySpace, but I don't know if you know who this influencer is, but her name is Peaches. Peaches is like known
Yes!
for being like very
Toxic
Yes.
influencers.
crazy.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Peaches
Yeah.
is gross.
So she's another one. So she did like a viral video where she had a lollipop, right? And she did something with it.
Mm.
Put it on freaking Facebook. So you just see her do it. I'm like, that's the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, why would you show this? And kids get on this, but it's just
Bro, she is truly deranged because like, okay, so she had a daughter that she would make up lies about. Like she would make up lies about her graping because we're gonna definitely have to start censoring this. Oh my gosh, a child like, and she would talk about it on live and like bragging about it, but like it wasn't real. Like her family members would come out and be like, she doesn't live with the child has no contact with her. It was like since she was like 12 months old, so like this child has no contact with
Yeah.
her. She's just lying. Like she literally was just doing it for clout, which is the craziest part to me.
do anything for clout.
Do anything. And she was an active 304. And she would live stream being with her like Johns, bro.
She was just, I haven't heard from her, but please do not resurrect her, please. I'm sorry for mentioning her name. I'm not going to say it 2 more times because she's probably going to be like Candyman if I say it 2 more times. So let me leave it alone.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like a lot of people bitch about how censored the internet has become, and yes, to a degree I get it, but like it used to be a fucking wasteland. You could not censor anything, you couldn't filter anything out. You got served up shit that fucked up your brain every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like you would just go online and boom, trauma. Like now at least it's harder to just generally
to
be
seek it out.
traumatized.
Everybody's desensitized.
That's true. See, like, I feel like it's a double-edged sword, the censorship of the internet, because I was actually just talking about this a little bit ago on my way to McDonald's with my mans. There are corporations working originally in TV and media, but now they're branching out to video games, and it's been for like 10 years now. It's been quite some time, but now they're getting like media attention because people are critiquing how much censorship is going into video games because of these companies like Sweet Baby Inc. Because they're essentially making their whole branding is we ensure that your video game is for modern audiences, which takes a lot of the controversial things out of, like, if you go back and you start looking at like old PS2, PS3 games, like there's a lot of great games that would never be released in nowadays because they're not for modern audience. And I've talked a lot about this off record, but like American McGee's Alice in Wonderland series, Alice and Alice Madness Returns, EA holds the IP for that because American McGee sold it to them as a developer to help him make the games. Well, he has been working on a third installation, and this game is obviously talking about women's mental health, having bad relationships with adults, having abusive parents, having mental issues, and like suicidal ideation and stuff like this. So, like, obviously, not for a modern audience. And because of that, he made a beautiful game Bible with everything you would need to make the game. And it's stunning. So many people, like, he would do live streams while developing the game, and there would easily be 20K and up. Like, there was a market for this game, and he produced it, or he presented it to EA, and they told him in the most corporate email ever, this isn't we can't release this game because it is not for a modern audience. And instead of selling him the IP because they clearly were just going to sit on it and they don't want to release it, they said nah, and we're not going to sell it to you either. So he literally retired from game development, and we will never ever get another Alice game again because game companies are pushing for modern audiences. Ramble alert, my bad. Ramble alert.
That's just why I love like indie games.
Agreed.
Because I feel like a lot of indie games on like itch.io and things like that can cover those dark
Mhm.
topics in a way that a larger brand can't risk associating with.
And, you know, on that topic, shout out to me and Chris developing a game right now. If anybody is has experience game deving, hit us up in the comments. You know, shit, helping any developer out. We got a good game idea. Y'all are gonna love it. You know, the coolest thing, it is really cool. A lot of us here on the podcast are artists, like Sunny. Shout out to Sunny. He's a great producer. Shit, maybe right now, everybody, Sunny stepped away from the podcast. He's gonna go cup. So he's cupping right now. So I'm just gonna give him a little shout out while he's away because he's not feeling too great today. He's a great producer. Check out his music, Sunny Russo on Spotify. We have a lot of great freaking artists in this server, and cool enough, one of the ones that we have here, K-Mac, he's thinking about doing an OST for our potential video game in development. So yeah, just, you know, if anybody wants to throw some game development down, throw a comment. But yeah, what were you talking about? My bad, y'all. Y'all gotta tell me to shut up sometimes, I swear. Also, what's up with fucking dreams, bro? I have been having...
Hey, shot before
Okay,
dreams,
sorry.
because we'll go on another
Right, it'll go into a
Sorry.
different topic. So anyone have a cheers? Anyone?
You know me. We can default to me if you like.
I got another good one.
Let's
if you
do it,
want.
Lila. Take on.
Go with it.
Oh fuck.
Raise your glass, everybody.
I hope we're all buried in caskets of 100-year mahogany, and I hope the trees are planted tomorrow.
Beautiful. Cheers, everybody.
Oh,
Does that mean I'm gonna die?
that. Knock on wood.
In 100 years.
Okay. Yeah,
Like, the
knock on this
tree
dick.
gets planted for, the tree gets planted tomorrow. It's gonna be there for 100 years.
Oh, I love you. But like, let's plan it tomorrow just to extend it.
I better be turned into a tree.
I had a friend of mine. Please cut this, but Heather, she would come to work when we used to work go to the office, and she would have this big Stanley looking cup, but it would be full of just like wine. Like I would be like, is that coffee or what is that? She's like, no, it's wine. Don't tell anyone. And it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, and this bitch is drunk taking phone calls. I'm like, she's never
Oh
gonna
my
make it.
god.
She literally didn't make it past like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. She's like, oh, I don't feel good. And she's
course
able
you
to
don't.
leave. I'm like, you know what?
Bro.
But, ugh.
Okay, so that reminds me of a story. I'm working at Dollar General, right? It is probably just around the same time, like 10 a.m., real early in the morning. A beautiful, stunning lady comes in, don't get me wrong, in like a club outfit. And like, I'm like, I'm confident. So I'm like chatting her up. I was like, oh my God, you look gorgeous. And she's like, oh, bitch, thank you. And I was like, yeah, like, what are you doing right now? Like, it's early. What you dressed up for? And she's like, oh, I bartend. So like, I'm just getting ready for my shift. And I was like, oh, you ready. And she was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. Do you want to take a shot out back? I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I mean, I'm already a little loose, but like, I got some in my purse right now. And I'm just looking at her like, Ma'am, this is a Dollar General.
Exactly. This is not a
This is a
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
I li- Right, actually, if it was a Wendy's, shit, poured in my mouth right out the drive-through, the fuck. But no, I need to work, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, bitch, who do I look like? I have a button-up shirt and khakis on, and you think I take shots at 10 a.m. before a shift at Dollar General? We are in two different, like, no shame to the game, but we are in two different lifestyles. And
Exactly.
I'd be
Well, you
responsible
never
as
know.
fuck. I would have done it.
Responsible in the streets, party girl
Just
in
a
the
little
sheets,
pick me up.
man. You know.
I felt honestly bad because she gave me this look of like all of the camaraderie that had been built prior to that moment had disappeared. Like she didn't know me. Like she looked in my eyes and she's like, I don't fucking know you. She literally didn't pay for the stuff she had brought to the counter. She's like, oh, I left my wallet. I'll be right back. Didn't come back. Never came back. Never saw her again.
Maybe she was trying to drug you.
Crazy.
She
Oh,
could
what?
have. Shit, that just means I'm cute enough.
Could have dragged you at a dollar store that has like fucking boxes not open that needs to be restocked for that one area. Have you noticed
Oh
that
my
in
God,
family
stop.
dollar stores? They have
Stop. You're
like
giving
all
me
these like
trauma.
stuff. You go in and everything's
That's
like
trauma.
clustered and everything. You have to walk
Yes.
past like
Yes, I
stuff.
fucking know.
I'm like, why
Oh
do
my
they
God.
do they need
Okay.
help? Oh well,
We do. They did.
they
Bro,
still do.
I worked at Dollar General. I worked in two stores for like maybe 9 months. The first store was actually decently well ran, although the manager was kind of a bitch. I don't remember your name, but if you're listening to me, you were kind
Know
of
who
a
you
You're a
bitch.
are.
bitch.
I don't remember your name or what you look like because I forgot a lot of things about that. But you were a bitch. It was kind of cool though, and that's the store that I met that drunk lady in. But then I transferred to go live with my homegirl. Shout out to Art. She's not here this episode. I know y'all missing her and are like, oh my God, where's Art? She's so funny and beautiful. She's out for the moment. She will be back, hopefully. Knock on wood, everybody.
Mhm.
Knock on that shit. But I went to go live with her, and I moved to another Dollar General in Punta Gorda, Florida. Shout out to all the old people there. There's so many. That was actually the story of that older dude who had a missing finger. Shout out to that dude. That was gross.
Oh, from the last episode, yeah.
Yeah, last episode, no finger dude. Shout out to him. And also a beautiful black man. Oh. Anyways, I'm gonna clip that. I had no business bringing that up. um, I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say. Bitches were crazy in Dollar General. People are like they actually genuinely hire crackheads. I heard a story at Dollar General where a sister store was actually hiring addicts who were on the clock taking crack, and it was happening because the cousin of the crack person was the manager at the time, so they were just hiring family cuz. So this bitch was doing crack on the clock and then going out to like help people cracked out. Dollar General goes crazy. That's why all the boxes aren't taken down because they're busy doing crack in the back. That's why it's called the back because it rhymes with crack. That's how it works.
Exactly.
The back of Dollar General go crazy. Like they go from sweeping to gnawing out the fucking metal corners because it's off centered. That didn't make any sense. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna clip that out.
Did you end up cutting the foot session out of last episode, or did you end up beeping it like we joked about?
Oh, absolutely not, honey.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. I can't listen to my own voice, or I'd listen to it. I just can't hear back my own voice without dying inside.
Don't you
I
hate
have the
that?
same issue.
I hate that. Like I can't like sit there and listen to my voice on this podcast sometimes. I have to be like, fast forward.
Mama, your voice is absolutely so gorgeous. It
I tell
smells like
myself
butter.
to shut up too much.
Chris, your voice is adorable and spunky, lilac, angelic, energetic. Sunny, he's a serial killer. Me, I'm Swillow. You know, everybody's voice here is fantastic.
I always thought that I sound like a dirt bike, but that's just me.
What? You sound so All right, we jumping you. Drop your
Wait,
address. We're
okay.
jumping you.
Not jumping. Like ring. Like bitch, shut the fuck up.
I know he's just jealous. He ain't got no ass.
That ass.
All right. I think it's about time that we wrap up this episode, y'all. We're probably sitting about 2 hours and 30 minutes recording time, and we did get through our fucking main topic. I think we should all give ourselves a round of applause for getting through the main topic. Clap it up for us. Clap, 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 clap. Unfortunately, Sunny will not be here to sign himself off, so I think we should all sign Sunny off for him. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
Well, how do you think we should sign Sunny off?
I'm covered with my mom. I'm not a serial killer.
I almost accidentally clicked on the FBI Open Up soundtrack.
I mean, accurate.
Okay, Sunny is really not a serial killer. I don't want nobody in the comments talking about we're defaming him. I'm not trying to get hit with no suit. This is all alleged. He's
No,
a serial killer
sorry.
allegedly.
In our hearts.
Actually, now that he's gone, everybody, the toxic influencer that we're really here to talk about is Sunny Russo.
Facts.
Russo? I'm drunk.
Rusu.
I
Russo?
believe
We're
it.
having an intervention with him next week.
We are.
Come back
Stay
to
tuned.
episode 3. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be tears, beers,
I'm a good
and
crier. I'll
queers.
cry.
Hey.
Oh, that's all things that I am. What the fuck?
It's just gonna be Chrysalis next episode.
Crying, drinking beer, being queer.
That would be such a funny live stream where we just have Chrysalis sitting alone, just drinking.
Crying. You know, I mean, I am a crier, so it wouldn't be that far-fetched.
Honestly, if you want to hear Chrysalis cry, go to our YouTube, Cats Called Chaos. We bully her on there just as, if not more, than we bully Sunny on the podcast. I think you guys are gonna love it.
Facts.
Shout out Cats Called Chaos. Subscribe. If I say it 7 times, it's more likely y'all will do it, so don't hate me. It's science. Love you.
It is science.
It's science. Cat's Called Chaos. I think that's 6. Give me one more time for the end of the podcast. I got you. All right, let's go ahead and we'll sign them. Now that that's Sunny sign off. He's a little shower grout monster, and we love him. Go check him out on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. Sunny Russo with like a little doodly doo over the U. You know, fancy type shit. All right, go ahead. Outro yourselves.
A doodly doo. Doodly doo. Sprinting down the hallway.
Bye, y'all.
This is Momo. Bye.
Have a good night.
Wash your ass, please.
Right.
If you hate Onision, subscribe.
Come on, guys. I need a little bit more energy than this. Give me all the energy you got. It's the last episode. I mean, what? It's the last bit of the episode.
What?
It's the last
I'm
episode.
out of a job so quick.
Episode 3 is just an apology video.
We're quitting?
Oh, I would like to heavily apologize for the last fucking episode. You guys have a good night. If you like and subscribe. If not, I'm gonna come to your house and steal your cheesecake. I know you have cheesecake.
And Lilac will shit on your floor.
Exactly. Whoa, wait, no.
Wait, I thought we were cutting that.
Y'all like feet? Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to Chronically Online episode 2. We'll be back for episode 3. Stay tuned. Subscribe, like, share, comment. And like Momo said, wash your ass. Bye, everybody. See you next time.